Hi friends, and welcome to the Sami Cone Show. I'm so glad you're here. We are bringing you generational wisdom for today's woman. What does that mean? This show is for women who know enough to know what they don't know but desire to be in the know. Stay tuned because today we are talking about 3 fun fall staycation ideas you may not have thought of. We're also going to teach you how to stay safe in the parenting in the online world today and protect your privacy online. We're also going to be doing 2 make-ahead breakfasts that are delicious and nutritious. And finally, I'm sharing some of my best savings tips ever. So grab a pen, grab a mug of your favorite beverage. You're going to be inspired and encouraged like never before. Stick around.
From the NewsChannel 5 network, this is the Sami Cone Show, sponsored by SoundWaves at Gaylord Opryland.
From date night to girls' weekends, we're exploring 3 fun fall staycation ideas you may never have thought of. I'm so excited to introduce my guest, Linda Scruggs from Unboxed Mom. Hi, Linda. How are you?
Good, I'm great.
Well, she is a fellow travel enthusiast, blogger, mom, and so we want to talk about 3 things that may not have been thought of when it comes to staycations in Tennessee, right?
Yes.
So when we're looking at SoundWaves in particular, because that's one of our favorite places to go, we think right away about, this outdoor area that just opened. And they have this incredible outdoor water attraction that actually remains open all weekends in September through the end of September. And we think family. You recently visited SoundWaves with your family.
Yes.
As a nurse and a mom, tell me about some things that you might not think of when just the average person is going to a water attraction like SoundWaves.
What stuck out to me first and foremost was how clean it is. As a nurse and a mom, I'm very particular about these things, covering family health and wellness.
Right.
It was extremely clean from the pool area to all the water rides and slides and things, the bathrooms, the shower facilities, the changing area.
All the details.
It was so clean.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think obviously what I love about it too is the safety of it. You wear a wristband.
Yes.
And tell us about that.
They gave us a wristband that's secure, and you go right up and you do a blink in and then you do a blink out. So you're checking in and checking out, which is great with kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have older kids, I found it's great that you can kind of find and set up your family spot during the day, and you feel safe about letting them go indoors or outdoors when that area is open and then just checking back in.
Yes,
right?
That's what I loved most.
Yeah.
I loved that when you got there and arrived, there's a ton to do for everyone.
Right.
But it wasn't overwhelming,
Right.
It wasn't stressful, it was manageable.
Yeah.
And it was one of the few places I felt comfortable saying, okay, meet me back in an hour, this is our meeting spot, and it was just open, airy, light. It's almost relaxing.
Yeah, and they have things that I've never seen, here, at least in Tennessee, like the Flow Rider.
Yeah.
Did you try that?
I did try the Flow Rider. I like to get out of my comfort zone and show my kids that yes, it's okay to be ridiculous.
Right.
It's okay to be self-conscious. I'm self-conscious wearing a bathing suit, but you know what? Do it anyway.
Don't miss the opportunity.
Don't
to
miss
try
the
it.
opportunity.
And one of the questions I get asked a lot is, can you still go to SoundWaves if you don't stay at the Gaylord Opryland Resort? The answer is
yes.
Yes, if you book a party room. And they are so great at really theming them to, whatever your obviously party theme is. But I thought that's a fun way to get away with friends, even if your staycation just needs to be a day.
I have to be honest, it surprised me. It's so modern
Yeah.
and has a trendy thing going, very Instagram friendly.
Yes.
For ladies' weekends,
Absolutely.
getaways,
Well,
date
speaking
night.
of let's talk about a girls' getaway, right? People might not think about fall staycation, girls' getaway. But what I love for this is that they have these cabanas that are there that are just an escape within an escape. I feel like SoundWaves is an escape already, but you can really go and even bring their famous Relax spa to the cabana and get massages, that sort of thing.
The cabana is a little retreat.
Yes.
It was so nice to see in this kind of activity where the kids can run around until they're absolutely exhausted, but the parents or girlfriends or whoever you're with have an opportunity to just sit back, relax, and really take it easy. So you're not walking out of there so drained. You're actually, it's very satisfying.
Yeah, and you can make it whatever you want it to be. Well, speaking of parents, maybe parents need to get away on their own. What about a date night or just like a couple's getaway? Would you recommend it for that as well?
I totally would.
Yeah.
I always recommend doing something a little bit out of the box.
Sure.
Going upstairs, the bar area, there's an infinity pool. It's lovely.
Yeah.
And it's something to do to get kind of reconnect together.
Right.
Do something kind of fun.
Well, and it's 18 and over up in the infinity pool. It's on that top level that overlooks the entire indoor area of SoundWaves, which again, you can still feel like you're part of what's going on, but have that retreat. Can we talk food for just a second?
We should talk about the food, because food excited me.
Right? I feel like normally when you go on any sort of vacation, you think you're going to compromise what you have to eat. This was the opposite. I found myself craving certain foods there.
Well, they offer everything. So my kids were satisfied with the chicken fingers pizza, but there were salads. I had a Cuban.
Right, a lobster roll.
Delicious.
They have food trucks outside, 2 different food trucks outside. So that really impressed me that there were all of those options there. Okay, so cost is something obviously we talk about here that I always get asked about. What is a way to save if you're here? So Tennessee residents, right? And then there's even more for Davidson County residents. And I think they're still doing some sales throughout the end of the month. So you want to make sure to go to soundwavesgo.com, especially if you're a Tennessee resident or a Davidson County resident, to book those properties. And did you know Christmas is coming?
Christmas is coming. It's coming soon.
Coming soon. And you can already book packages for a country Christmas.
Which is amazing.
Right. So we want to make sure that people know, there are great last minute deals, but if you know you want to go, don't wait.
Yes. It's a great option to bring the kids. It's so great to be able to connect there, do something active, get involved with the kids. Don't just sit and watch.
Yes.
And build memories.
Thank you for those reminders. I love it. So make sure that you go to soundwavesgo.com. If you need any of those discount codes that we talked about, you can find them at the Sami